Make her go. Squeeze her. Say, Lucy, we got a job to do. Come on.
It may take a little nudge sometimes.
We don't do oblongs, we do circles.
But Lucy and the other horses at the Heartland Youth Ranch near North Loop
Squeeze and talk.
encourage each and every rider.
Horses teach us so much about trust and just teach us about life.
Susan and her husband started the Heartland Youth Ranch after hearing a program on Christian radio. A ranch out in Oregon shared their ideas on how to start a youth ministry while working with horses. So Susan jumped on her first flight ever and came back inspired.
The reward it's unspeakable. I mean, to see these kids, we've literally had some of them break out in cold sweats, turn pale as this horse, where I thought they were going to pass out, to in a month or so riding on their own.
From April through October, anyone can set up a time to saddle up and ride.
Keep going, he's got nothing for you. Come on.
It doesn't even cost a single dime. The ranch runs completely off of donations, grants, and volunteers.
Come on, Liz.
Each rider completes 30 minutes of work before each session to earn the privilege to ride.
Some of them are really stubborn and some of them aren't. So it takes time to get to know them. I like how you really bond with horses because then they work really well for you.
Sessions last around an hour and a half, but the memories last a whole lot longer.
There you go, keep going.
It's fun just to be with Sue and be with everyone around here, to be with all the horses, and it's just a great environment.
Some have their favorites.
Sport, because he goes fast.
While others wait for their turn on the fence.
I know, you're itching to ride so bad.
Minimum age to ride is 7. How bad do you want to ride a horse next year?
Really bad.
The 13 horses of the ranch know their important roles.
Good job.
They leave any fears in the dust and build confidence and leadership skills with every trot.
Keep your seat, keep your heels down, keep your seat.
For this week's One Tank Trip, Zach Richie, North Loop.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Topped however you like it.
I do recommend ketchup, mustard, mayo.
Some call a hot dog from Sprocket's famous Freedom Dogs
heaven on earth.
If that's the case, Patrick McClure might be the cook to St. Peter.
Good old-fashioned liquid cheddar here.
These are literally the best hot dogs since I've lived in Chicago. These are the best hot dogs in Nebraska.
Patrick's father-in-law started the hot dog cart in Iowa. When it got to be more business and less hobby, he gave it all to Patrick.
How we doing tonight?
He added the freedom part to the name in honor of his father-in-law, who's retired military. And now Patrick loves being the new dog in town.
It's a blast. I think, you know, I'm 47 years old and I think I finally found my niche.
And there we have it. Chico.
Sprocket's famous Freedom Dogs brings its unique flavors all over central Nebraska, but is found at home on Tuesdays and Saturdays at the parking lot at 23rd and 2nd Avenue in Kearney.
This is so good.
Come bar close, one better get in line.
I don't do real good on the 9 to 5.
Sprocket serves a quarter-pound all-beef Nathan's hot dog. Choose from the Sprocket,
Spicy or regular mustard.
the famous, which has sauerkraut or coleslaw, or the Freedom, which has everything from,
And you want some relish too?
to homemade pico and coney sauce. Night after night, many relish each bite.
I had a girl here the other night. She had been here once before, and as I was making up the dog, she started, God, I can't wait. You know, and I've had quite a few others that probably aren't good for the camera.
Some even call him Sprocket, but others,
Patrick the hot dog man.
he offers topping suggestions, or for some,
Come on, make up my mind for me.
hot dog nirvana might be found in the form of a cart on late nights in central Nebraska.
Did you say you wanted bacon bits?
They call themselves famous for a reason, and no, that's not bragging, or a form of hot dogging it. For this week's Food Finds, Zach Richie, Kearney. As a musician and pastor, Jason Van Pelt knows how to play the right notes to get his audience's attention. But lately, their focus has been on his feet.
Almost everybody taps their foot when they're playing anyway.
Jason created the V-Box acoustic stomp box after seeing a musician playing a porch board live. He wanted to make a similar bass sound but expand it. So using 3 types of wood, he built his instrument in the shape of a V to get a one-of-a-kind acoustic experience.
I'm a musician at heart, so that's, you know, it's fun to be able to build something that's real practical to use and get to use it quite a bit.
Played with the hands or feet, The V-Box combines the sounds of a snare, cajon, and African djembe drum.
Can do quite a bit with it.
Jason has a patent pending for the V-Box, but on the day he finished making his very first, he used it in a show.
Plugged it in and it just sounded awesome, so everybody's coming up to me afterwards and saying, what is that? You know, that is really neat.
Using his degree in electronics and background as a recording engineer in Nashville, Jason's plugged in to helping solo artists and small groups sound big. The V-Box comes in 3 colors and 2 sizes, a 23-inch and 27-inch. Whatever one he's playing, it's sure to turn a few heads and get those toes a-tapping and feet a-stomping. For this week's Made in Nebraska, Richie, McCook. While many of the cars driving along in Kearney may never get a second look, this 1960s Chevy Bel Air recently revved up some attention.
Kind of rocks a little bit because I don't have shocks on the back of it.
But the pure shock might be that Ryan Long got this classic to start again. After sitting in Ray Lambrecht's field for nearly 50 years.
It drives great. It feels good to be behind the seat.
With a bid of $2,800, Ryan took home one of the 500 cars left at Ray Lambrecht's dealership in Pierce. Lambrecht would only sell new cars and kept all the trade-ins, until auctioning off the historic collection in September.
It's not just that it's a Lambrecht car, it's just a car that I've always wanted.
Even though the Bel Air was rusty and covered in debris, Ryan saw a piece of history he could roll down the road. When the loader picked the car up, its suspension fell out, so Ryan went to work. He replaced it and found a new motor, and that's about all the repairs he had to do under the hood. To his surprise, all the gauges and transmissions still worked like it was 1960 all over again.
From where it was in the dirt and then bringing it back to where it's now, it makes me feel good because, you know, a lot of those cars, a lot of them are probably just going to get smashed or crushed.
Ryan's only the second owner of the Bel Air. Mary and Leo Keller drove it first until selling it back to Lambrecht Chevrolet. The car has 91,000 miles on it, and Ryan plans to add a few more to that speedometer.
The kids do love it. They like the old cars. I've never had an old one where they could all ride in it.
Rust covers some of the hood, but to Ryan, it's a reminder of the story of the Bel Air. Sinking in the mud and sitting idle in a field for 50 years, this car's ready to open a new door and drive down the road, grabbing some attention with every mile. For this week's Made in Nebraska, Richie, Kearney.
We are here with the man that needs no introduction, Mr. Garth Brooks himself. Garth, what was it like, getting the band back together and making those initial calls to them?
Even you, Zach!
I don't know how I'm going to bite into this. It's so big, but it looks like it does stack up to the barbecue we have back in Nebraska.